Welcome to a new Bitcoin read. The opening frame is every week this pair has traded, and price has just gone vertical inside it. The axis is logarithmic, so 9 years of life fit here without the early ones flattening into a line. The record print stands at 126,244 closed weeks back. The gold band measures what has been handed back since. The last closed hour sits 44.7% under that record. The same close is also close to 25 times the lowest print anywhere in this file, $2,817. Ranked against the whole history rather than against the top, 394 of the 470 closed weeks finished under today's close, and only 76 above it. The lit slice is the last 52 weeks. It carries both ends of the story, the record above and the low of the year below, and it is the frame we open next. 364 closed days, and the two rails are the year itself. 126,200 at the top, 57,800 at the floor. The last close sits 17.6% up that range. So a session that added more than 8% still leaves this pair in the lower fifth of its own year. 244 of the 364 closed days finished above where the last hour closed, and 120 finished under. Since the year's low, the daily shape is 3 legs, 20 sessions up to 66,956, 11 back to 62,275, and 18 up so far. The shaded box on the right is the working chart, 1,000 hours close to 6 weeks and 12% of the year's range. The zoom takes us straight inside. 999 closed hours. The base of this advance is 62,716, and not 1 hour has printed under it since it was made. The first wave off that base reached 65,059 before it stalled. The second wave handed back 38.1% of it, and stopped at 64,166. That is the exact floor the last 2 counts on this chart were built on, printed again 290 hours later. The third wave has since traveled 2.5 times the first, and the last closed hour is also the highest hour of the window at 70,022. On closed hours, the day is up 8.6% at a relative strength of 75.6. The hour still running has touched 71,570 and has closed nowhere. Now, the month ahead on the daily frame with the axis carried forward. Both paths turn on one line, 66,956. The top of that first wave is ground a fourth wave may not enter, and the close sits 4.3% above it. While the daily closes hold over that line, continuation stays the preferred reading, with roughly 2 weeks of sessions left at the usual proportion. The first target is 71,431. The highest print of the last 79 sessions stopped $22 under that number, and the next shelf above it is 74,092. If a daily close comes back under the line instead, the retracement path takes over towards 66,149, then 65,234, with 62,275 ending the count. So is a pullback due? One is, and the ordinary version of it lands between 68,194 and 67,063, above the line which settles nothing either way. Educational analysis, never financial advice. Subscribe for tomorrow's audit of today's call, leave a like if the discipline showed, and send this to a friend who watches these levels.